Welcome to STSPN. We're here tonight in the Jackson Timberwolves den for a 4A, Westfield 4A game against Jackson against the Snohomish Panthers. Both teams coming into this game with one win each at their last outing. Snohomish 1-3, Jackson 1-2. Should be an interesting game to see who gets their second win tonight. We're going to take a quick break right here and then see if I can get an interview with the coaches.
Do you want to become extraordinary in filmmaking? Then come to Shoreline Community College and work with Shoreline Productions, where you will learn to transform your work in teams of working professionals and students to create enchanting effects such as green screen, text animation, and so much more. So come to Shoreline Community College, where you can mystify and dazzle in filmmaking.
Ron Henthorn down here with Coach Steve Johnson. Steve, your 13th year on the field down here.
That's true. 13 years. Time flies when you're having fun, right?
I guess it does. It goes by pretty fast. So you're just coming off your first win of the season. What's it going to take to get the second one?
We're going to have to contain their good post player. He's certainly one of the better big guys in the league and around. We're going to have to take care of the ball. And we're going to have to rebound well. I think if we do those things, obviously a lot easier said than done, but if I think we do those things, we got a chance.
Well, thank you. Now, you just saw the JV game play like right down to the wire. Do you think any chance of your game going that close?
You know, I really think the West Coast 4A is really evenly matched. I think there's a lot of games that have the chance to go down to the wire, and really kind of who wins a lot of close games, who takes care of business and takes care of the details that it takes to win close games, will probably end up being, obviously successful in our league, because I think there's going to be so many close games. And I could see this one being close, definitely.
I definitely can too. So the 3-ball makes a big difference in these games, and you got some shooters out there as well.
Yeah, we do. I mean, we rely a little more on outside shooting than maybe we have in some years because we're a little bit smaller. That's, you got to go with your strengths. I mean, obviously we got some good shooters. We got to emphasize that, but we got to get the ball inside too and get some easy points. You can't only rely on the 3. And we got to play better defense. We played pretty good defense Friday night, better, but it's been a little inconsistent. We're looking for more consistency.
All right. Well, thanks a lot, Coach. Good luck for tonight. We'll be right back with the interview with Snow. All right, this is Ron Henthorn back over here with Coach Len Bone. Len, you came off your first win last week. How'd you do that?
Scored more points than Cascade.
Scored more points. What are you looking for tonight out of Jackson?
Well, they're scrappy. They play good man-to-man defense, and hopefully we can take care of the ball and get some good shots against it.
Well, they're 1-2, so they picked up their first win this week as well. So both of you looking for that second win here.
They both are.
What are you going to do to stop them tonight?
Well, I don't know much about them, to tell you the truth. I know they got some good perimeter scorers, and hopefully we can find them and not give them good looks and rebound the ball.
So it's going to be a game of outside shooting with both teams tonight. You got some three-point shooters. They got some three-point shooters. You think that's going to make the difference?
Hopefully we won't take a lot of outside shots. We got a good inside player. We want to get the ball to him.
All right, let's hope you can work it into him. All right, thanks a lot. We'll see you. Good luck for the game.
You bet. Thank you.
All right, back. All right, back here live at the Jackson Timberwolves den here tonight. You heard it from the coaches. I'm not sure they know what to expect out there tonight, but I think we know what to expect. One team's going to get their second win for tonight. So we've got Jackson coming here off that last win over Mount Vernon. They scored 60 points, 60-47 for that win. And they're coming in after this game on next Friday night against Lake Stevens, who's a 1-4 team. So Jackson looking to get a win tonight and probably a win on Friday as well. Jackson averaging 51 points a game here tonight. Snohomish, on the other hand, Panthers coming in here with just a win over Cascade, as you heard Coach Lynn Bone mention, 54-44. Not a high-scoring game there either. And next Friday night they play against Mariner, who's 4-1. So they're going to get up against a team that's had some wins this season, probably a tougher game for them than they'll find here tonight. Snohomish 1-3, averaging only 48.25 points per game. So they're looking to get a little bit more points on the board here for tonight. Players to watch here for Snohomish are their senior, number 54, Colin Kane. Colin, 6'9", trying to get the ball into him. He's averaging 44 points per game. And junior Kobe McDaniel is averaging 28 points per game. And the other senior, Zach Carlson, Zach is 6'3", senior. He's averaging 28 points per game. So 3 players out there that are putting most of the scores up for the Panthers. On the other side of the court here, we've got players to watch for Jackson. Number 34, Sam Stauffer. Sam, the junior out there, averaging 25 points per game. Sharing the load with number 1, Frank Rossi, a senior, who's averaging 18 points per game. And number 5, Dolan Tierney, who's also a senior, averaging 14 points per game. So spreading it around a little bit more out there is Jackson. So looking for a good game here tonight. And for those fans who weren't here, the JV game went right down to the wire, as I mentioned earlier when talking with Steve Johnson. And it was like right down to the last second, last points. Could have gone either way, depending on the fouls and the shooting of the three-point ball. So we're expecting to see a lot more of that tonight. So let's take a short commercial here before we get ready to wrap this game going. And
we all want to protect our gift of sight, which is why regular eye exams are so important. Regular eye exams not only allow your optometrist to improve the quality of your vision by changing the prescription of your glasses or contact lenses, but also to assess your overall eye health. Even if you see clearly now, it does not mean your eyes are healthy or won't change over time.
Are you a whiz in filmmaking? Do you want to become extraordinary in filmmaking? Then come to Shoreline Community College and work with Shoreline Productions, where you will learn to transform your work in teams of working professionals and students to create enchanting effects such as green screen, text animation, and so much more. So come to Shoreline Community College, where you can mystify and dazzle in filmmaking.
Clogged drain? Other plumbing problems? Call Action Jackson Plumbing for 24-hour service. Owned by a lifetime Edmonds resident and Edmonds Woodway grad, Action Jackson is the drain cleaning specialist. They can unclog most internal drains for only $99 plus tax. Call 425-877-5601 or visit actionjacksonplumbing.com.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Henry M. Jackson High School.
Welcome back to STSPN here tonight at Henry M. Jackson High School. As the PA announcer just said, we're getting ready to introduce the players. So what we'll do, we'll follow that through each player as they come on the court here. Number 12 for Snohomish, Zach Carlson. Number 1, Frank Rossi, senior here for Jackson tonight. Number 24, Mitch Morris Jr. for Snohomish.
5'11" senior, number 5, Dolan Tierney.
Number 5 senior, 5'11" senior, Dolan Tierney.
Number 5, 5'11".
6'3", Cubby McDaniel Jr.
Number 22.
And he's got family there watching.
He does have family. Number 22 for Jackson, Igor Gorbenko. Number 52, Jake Perry for Snohomish, a 6'4" junior coming out here. Sam Soffer, number 34, also a junior from Jackson. 6'9", Colin Kane, senior for Snohomish. Finishes out their lineup there. And number 40, Colin Fata, 6'5" junior, going up against Colin here tonight. So we'll get ready here for the Pledge Allegiance, I believe.
And now will you please rise for our national
Back in a minute.
So today I'll switch.
Back here live at the Den. That was not the Pledge of Allegiance, but a very, very beautiful rendition of the Star Spangled Banner by a young Jackson lady there who has smiles from ear to ear and hugs from her mother and friends down here as we get ready to start this battle. 4A, Jackson versus Snohomish Panthers versus Timberwolves here in the Den tonight. Referees out there on the court holding the ball. Middle of the court out there is Tony Chulin. The other two referees are Tony Berhalter and David Whalen. All three of these referees did the JV game earlier, so they're doing double duty here tonight as we get ready for the inaugural jump ball.
You got any predictions there, Ron?
No predictions on this game at all. And the first tip is picked up off there by Colin Kane, taller of the two players at the jump. Snohomish bringing the ball down the court here. Playing a little swing around, man-to-man defense here by Jackson. Ball's out to a three-point shot, real short there by Kobe McDaniel as Jackson brings the ball down the court here. Ball over to Dolan Tierney. Back out to Nor. There's a shot off the back of the rim by Sam Stoffer. And a fast break down the court there on the lead by Kobe McDaniel, who drops it in for two. It counts. And one, says Coach Tony Chulin.
You know, if Kobe finds his mark, they're gonna put up some points.
First points for the game tonight. Misses the free throw. Rebound there by Jake Perry, who dribbled the ball on the baseline, says Coach Tony Berhalter.
Oh, that's a no-no.
Referee Tony Barinalter, excuse me. Jackson now bringing the ball up court. Snohomish looks like they're playing a 2-3 zone, trying to maintain the ball on the outside here. Jackson passing the ball around. Coach Steve Johnson commanding move the ball to the players. Watching the shot clock move down below 10 now. Need to make something move inside or take that outside shot. There's the shot going to be deep three by number 34, Sam Stauffer, for his first points of the night. 3 points, putting Jackson on the lead 3-2 here at this point. 3 ball at the last count of that 30-second clock. A long three there from the top of the key by Colin Kane answers that previous three. Colin Kane on the board with a big three, the big man from the outside. Jackson trying to set up against the zone here again tonight. Ball inside. No, turnover by Jackson. And number 24 trying to force the ball up over the rim there is Mitch Morris. Mitch gets hammered on the way up, and he'll go to the line. That foul is going to go against Colton Faddis, his first personal.
You know, I got to say, I think Coach Johnson's probably a little bit frustrated this year because of losing those players last year. They were so instinctive, and they'd played so long together that you know, he didn't have to do a whole lot of coaching.
Well, he didn't, and he had some good players last year, and they'd played together for quite a while, and they had a rhythm going. And both free throws off the mark there for Mitch Morris. No, nice easy layup all the way, lane open for Frank Rossi. Picks up his first 2 of the game. Little breakdown on the Snohomish defense there. Another, there's an inside ball. That's on the line for 2. Rebound controlled by Snohomish. And a little bouncing around, and the ball is loose and not loose. And I think they're going to call a jump ball there. Colin Kane got tied up. The possession arrow goes to Jackson as the ball's inbound on the far court over there to Dolan Tierney. Bringing the ball up along with Igor Herbenko. Almost a steal by Snohomish. And a turnover, not a turnover, and the ball bounced back in the hands of Colton Faddis for 2 points under the basket. A little bit of slippery ball underneath there for Snohomish. They had it and lost it. And there's a bump foul. There's going to be a grab foul again there.
Hand check, yep.
As Mitch Morris heads to the basket, be a non-shooting foul. Ball will be taken out under the basket by Zach Carlson, looking for that inbounds play, and he powers it past. Oh, easy drop bucket underneath there as a feedback to Colton Faddis for his second 2 of the night. He's got 4 points on the game here as we get down to 4:40, 4:38. Clock running, both teams running as well. And the short layup rolls the rim, tipped out, controlled by Jackson momentarily, and still controlled by Jackson as Dolan Tierney brings the ball up to the far corner, and a fadeaway jump shot there by Sam Stauffer for his second, or his 2, 3 and a 2. He's got 5 for the night. Jackson pulling away here at 11-5. Snohomish needs to make something happen on here as that ball is tipped out of bounds over there by Igor Gobenko, and will retain possession of Snohomish here as Mitch Morris gets ready to inbound the ball back to Zach Carlson. Zach trying to set up the offense here for the Panthers. High post to Colin. A lot of turning around there, and all that batting around the ball ended up in the hands of Jackson. Long 3 ball by Yoger. There's a air ball over the top into the hands of Jake Perry. Feed the ball back to Mitch Morris as he brings it up, set up the Panther offense here. Had the lane, didn't take it. Almost threw it away. There's a long 3 ball off the rim out there by Colin Kane. Had a fast break going there for Jackson. Lost the handle on the ball, but retained possession. 4 shot down there by Dolan Tierney. Rebound off to the Panthers here as Mitch Morris going to set things up for the Panthers. Running the play, the drive in the middle, easy off the rim, not good. Should have, might have, could have. Jackson brings the ball back up against the 2-3 zone for the Panthers. Swinging down the baseline. Back out to Tierney. 3-pointer there, short of the mark, off the rim and out of bounds. It'll be Snohomish ball. Snohomish ball. There we go. Substitution in the game. Jake Perry gonna sit down, take a rest. Zach Carlson setting up the offense here for the Panthers. It's an easy screen. Back out to the free throw line. Could have taken a shot, moves it in. Under and around. Nice little move by Colin Kane to get 2 more points, adding to the Panther score here tonight. Tierney with the ball out top of the key, trying to run the offense here, looking for the cutter. Back out to Stauffer. Stauffer back to Tierney. Stauffer a deep corner, trying to make a move to the basket, and he does. Nice floater up over the top. Nice little high roller pass up over the top of the big man. Another 2 for Stauffers. Jackson takes the lead 13-7 here. Jump ball into the lane. Zach Carlson gets his first 2 of the night with a nice little pull-up jump shot in the paint. Almost, it was a travel. I was right when I saw it. As Dolan Tierney turns the ball over for Jackson. Substitution for Jackson. Got Derek Manilow in the game as Tierney's going to take a seat. Looks like we got Marcus Sullivan in the game, and Colton Faddis taking a seat for Jackson here as Snohomish inbounds the ball. Zach Carlson trying to set things up here at the top. Looking off the screen, takes a 3-point shot deep off the right side. Ball's tipped around in the hands of Jackson. And Derek Manilow bringing the ball up far to the corner. Back out top of the key here. Back to the hands of Frank Rossi. 3-point shot by Sam Stauffer. A little bit off, didn't go. We got a foul under the boards. Foul on Frank Rossi, his first foul of the night. 4-point differential here for the Snohomish Panthers, down 13-4 with 44 seconds left to go as they bring the ball up across the midline. Looking to try to get one good production shot out of this as they lose the handle and retains it back. Got the ball into the paint and gets a blocking foul against Jackson. He'll go to the line. That foul is going against. White 1, Frank Rossi, his second. Two quick fouls in a row for Rossi. 32 seconds on the clock here as Zach Carlson hits the first one. 3rd point of the night. Nice little release off the line there. And second one hits the back of the rim hard, did not go, and there's a scrum on the board on the floor, and the ball's up, and could have been caught, but tipped out of bounds over there by Zach Carlson.
Tipped over his head there. That was a good try, though.
Good try, yep, big tip. Jackson with the ball, 22 seconds left, trying to get the ball down court and get that shot off. Snohomish says, don't want to let you do it. Let's see what happens. Top of the key, Frank Rossi trying to set up against the defense here. Looking to spin the ball out. Well, there's a shot in the lane, and this pull-up jump shot by Sam Stauffer, he's pulling in the points here tonight. 9 points for Stauffer here as the shot clock runs off and a long ball short of the mark. 15-10 Jackson here at the end of the first period. We'll be back right after this commercial announcement.
Very special welcome to Varsity.
All right, back here at the end of the first period with Jackson leading 15-10. Sam Stauffer for Jackson has 9 points on the night of those 15. Colton Faddis has 4. Frank Rossi has 2. For the Panthers, Colin Kane has each of these two teams scoring in the 50-60 point average per game. So at this rate, Jackson will finish the game with 60 points and Snohomish would finish with 40, which would not make them very happy. So looks like
well, the score last night was a little lopsided the whole game too.
anything can happen in basketball. 5-point differential here starting the second period. Snohomish inbound the ball backcourt to Zach Carlson. Zach going to set up the play here. Jackson still on man defense, moving the ball around back top of the key. Inbounds center, and that was a shot by Colin Kane, and he got backed into and fouled. Marcus Sullivan. And they're going to call that a non-shooting foul. Ball inbound because it was after the shot. Inbound right under the basket to Colin Kane, and he puts those easy two up. That's the inbounds play that should work all night long for the Panthers. Jackson trying to set up against the zone again. Can't get down the middle. Back out to Stauffer at the high. Back out to Ethan Hammond. Corner, Stauffer with a 3-point ball, and it goes. 12 points for Stauffer, his second 3 points of the night. So that 3-point shooting is making a difference here in this game right now. Ball inside to Kane. He got fouled but didn't get called. Little bump on the arm wasn't enough to generate a whistle from the referee. Jackson setting up here. Stauffer on the far side. Little twist, jump and giggle, jump up, pull shot. He's a hot kid tonight. Stauffer with his 14 points tonight. Leave him in. He's hot. Zach Carlson again trying to set something up top of the key. Got the ball underneath, not to the shooter. Good defense, good man-on defense of Jackson, and there's a run down the bottom, and that is Zach Carlson making a run to the basket, dropping those two, and he'll get a shot at one more from the line. Dolan Tierney with his second foul tonight. Ball's up off the back of the rim hard. Nobody to contend it. Jackson gets the ball there as Dolan Tierney brings the ball down, setting up for Jackson here. Back to Stauffer, to high post. Stauffer back to Tierney. Looking to swing something down the middle. That's going to be a foul against Snohomish.
Number 32,
Gus Baxter gets called for that reach-in grab foul there. Baseline should be a chance to make a basket on a baseline play. There's the ball outside to Stauffer. Gets picked up before he can get the shot off. Back down to Tierney in the corner. Top out to Stauffer again. Outside the three-point line, looking to drive down the middle, pulls up, takes that little jump shot, but way short. And there's going to be a baseline foul down there against, I believe, one of the Panthers. It's going to be on Andrew Kane. His first foul holding as they ran through the baseline down there. And Dolan Tierney's going to take a break here. So we get Brian Brown out there to help run the offense now for Jackson. Down the corner. Now there's a reach in. Foul against number 34, is that? Could be Bright. 54. I didn't see that foul. I saw a different foul. Ball inbound to Stauffer on the far side of the court trying to make a move. Got the key to back out to Brian Brown. Brian to Stauffer. Stauffer off the three-point shot. Gets to the floor. No foul call right in front of the referee. Must have been incidental contact. Zach Carlson trying to control the ball. Got the ball on the inside. Swings. Double turnaround move. Ball's free and into the hands of Stauffer as he brings the ball up quickly for Jackson here tonight. Long, far across the court with Daniel Manilow. Back to Stauffer for another three, and this one he gets again. That kid is running the table here. 17 points for Stauffer. Jackson gets ready for a couple more subs here as Zach Carlson again brings the ball down and makes that drive to the basket, and he's going to get fouled. I think that's going against Brian Brown. Right 12, Brian Brown, his first foul, I believe. I'll put Zach Carlson to the line here. 23-14, 9-point lead. Zach trying to cut it down. He does. Cuts it down to 8. Three new players in here for Jackson again. Colton Faddis back in. Sinks the second one there for Zach Carlson. 7 points for Zach. Got that lead back to 7 here. They need a quick turnover here without a basket by Jackson to get Snohomish back in this ball game. There's a three-point shot from far outside off the rim. Hard bounce back to Jackson. A little under the round basket. And that's a nice move by Brian Brown for his first 2 points of the night. As he went under and around and over and used the backboard nicely to make that ball drop in. And there's double team pressure on Colin Kane. Takes him to the floor. They could call. Could have had their choice of which Jackson player to call that on. He chose to call it on Colin Faddis for his second. Kane will go to the line. Ball's up. The rattles does not go. Need those free throws. Kane. Oh, right into the lane. Bumps into. And a nice one-hand tip back by Colin Faddis. Redeems himself after that foul down below he just had. Zach Carlson again trying to set up the offense. An underhanded inbounds pass. Ball bounced around, turned, it's loose. Three in the key, the coaches are hollering, and then there's a foul down under, and it's going to go against Snohomish, I think. Going against Zach. Well, there's a lot of ball movement going on down there, and I don't think anybody had the handle. I'm surprised there was even a shot taken down there. Colton Faddis takes the seat, so he gets Stauffer bringing the ball up top of the key here. Back over to Manilow. There's going to be a grab fall, I think, probably on Cole Bride. These Jackson kids are fast, and if they go by you and you reach out and grab them, you're going to get that foul. And get your feet moving. Quick little jumper down in by Brian Brown. Didn't go. Rebound controlled by Snohomish here as we close into 3:17 on the second period left to go here tonight in the Timberwolf den. Little move in the lane. Ball back out to the far side to Zach. Zach trying to work the ball inside. Colin Kane working hard and does get that one in there. Colin Kane really getting hammered down there under the basket. And he says White 33 gets the foul. Colin Kane gets 2 more points. Get a chance for the and one here. All he's got to do is reach out and drop it in. He's 6'9". Just lean over and thread it down, and he does just that. 10 points for Colin Kane here tonight as we close in on the 3-minute mark of this second period here as Jackson brings the ball up. Sets out the top of the key here. Down the corner with Stauffer again. Does want to shoot that 3. And there's a little shuffle step by Ian Wilgris there as he turns the ball over for Jackson on the shuffle step.
Can't walk with the ball.
Can't shuffle before you dribble. You got to get the ball down before your feet move. Zach Carlson going all the way here for Snohomish pretty much in this first half as he brings the ball back up, trying to set something up here. A little bit. Oh, he pulls up for a 3. Got to be a push-off, screen push-off. And I think it's going to go in Colin.
Fouls on number 54, Colin Kane, his second personal.
Colin's got 2. Got that foul way out high at the top of the key for maybe a moving screen as he was called off there by the sheriff. Black around to Stauffer. Stauffer looking to shoot that 3. Pulls up a nice little jumper in front of the key there and does not get that one. A little bit off the back rim. Rebound controlled by Snohomish Zach Carlson here. We got a foul down low here again. Wasn't looking in that direction. Going against.
That was off the ball.
Red 34 off the ball. Oh, that was on Kane? He's got 3 personals. I think he's going to have a seat here as Andrew Kane is going to come in the game, I believe.
I imagine they're brothers.
It's very possible. Oh, there's a little stuff there. Oh, almost a turnover. A little bit on concern. Stauffer has the ball top of the key. Coach Steve Johnson saying flip it around a few times. Let's keep the ball moving. Let's get him thinking about what's going on. There's a push. I don't like that foul. He had just ran into him and had his body against him. No hands. But they're going to call that on Jake Perry. And Coach Lindbone doesn't agree with that either, as do several of the fans sitting behind him with, I hear the ooh, boo sounds coming over my shoulder as Stauffer goes to the line here.
What John called that last night? Ticky-tack?
Ticky-tack, yeah. Stauffer puts his 18th point in there. Nice free throw shooter. Bright green and fluorescent yellow-green Nike shoes. Good free throw form. Right up and off the back of the rim that time. Almost a steal. He misses the second half of that 2-point free throw shot attempt. Zach Carlson again down the middle, pulls up, gets the ball blocked right into the hands. There's a 3-point attempt on this side, and there's a foul underneath, and that ball's in. And that's Kobe McDaniel with that 3-pointer. Let's see what the ref has to say here. White 10 hold. After the ball was in the air, they want the 3 points. The bucket counts. Give Kobe the 3-point shot. Snohomish fans applaud in confirmation as Zach will go to the line down there. That foul was on Ian Wilgris, his first foul. Snohomish fans want the scoreboard corrected, which they have finally done. 28-22, what we're looking at here. Zach drops the first one.
Wow, this is a 5-point play.
It can be. 4 points so far. 3-point shot and a foul. Shooting 1-1. Zach puts the second one up and in. You don't often see a 5-point play. Something to put down in the record books here for Snohomish tonight. Stauffer at the top of the key trying to set things up here. Working against that 2-3 swinging zone of the Panthers. And there's the drive in the middle. And it was Igor Gorbenko with his first 2 of the night, and it was a nice shifty little move down to the middle. Ball out the top of the key, no shooter loose out there. Nice little rolling shot off the far side there by Andrew Kane. Did not go. Grabinko with the ball, trying to drive the lane, and he gets up and he gets grabbed on the way through. That foul is going to go against the Panthers here. Going against Zach Carlson, his second foul. Grabinko at the line, 58 seconds remaining.
Sounds Russian.
Could be. Grabinko drops that first one. His third point of the night. Substitution here for Snohomish. Gus Baxter into the game for this 58-second period of the half. His first appearance here tonight as Grabinko sinks the second one. Snohomish, Zach Carlson again trying to set something up. Pulls up and pulls a 3 off and does it. Zach Carlson, not to be denied, drops a 3 in there, bringing his total up to 12 here tonight. As he seems to be running, gunning, and controlling the floor for Snohomish. Offer back to Brian Brown. Brian trying to set something up here at the top of the key. Back out the top to Ian Wilgris. Back out to Stauffer again. Shot clock running down to the 10-minute mark. Stauffer drives in, puts that pull-up jump shot, rattles and drops. And Stauffer puts 2 more points on the board for 20 of the 34 points that Jackson has here tonight.
I'm not sure he can miss. I don't know what. Snohomish's got to keep the ball out of his hands.
Snohomish, a nice rolling basket in there. So, end of the first half here, 34-29, a 5-point differential. Jackson leading. We're going to take a short break here, and then we'll be back with a very exclusive interview, I think, here at halftime. So stay tuned.
NBA 3-ball. He just absolutely drains that one.
Clogged drain? Other plumbing problems? Call Action Jackson Plumbing for 24-hour service. Owned by a lifetime Edmonds resident and Edmonds Woodway grad, Action Jackson is the drain cleaning specialist. They can unclog most internal drains for only $99 plus tax. Call 425-877-5601 or visit actionjacksonplumbing.com.
All right, Ron Henthorne here with an exclusive halftime interview here with Jamie Eisinger. Jamie, you're a name from the past. What year was that you were here?
I graduated 2007.
2007. And where'd you go that year with the school?
You mean after?
How'd the school do that year?
Oh, we my senior year, we won our league, and then we lost Winter to State. We had 2 chances, and we blew them both. But the year before was our big year with my brother and a couple other friends, but we got 5th in state. But unfortunately, my senior year, we did not go.
Didn't have the rest of the horsepower to pull it off, huh?
No, I did not. It was a struggle.
So tell us what you've been doing since that senior year there.
Well, since I graduated from Jackson, I went all over the map. I've lived in Nebraska, Texas, Idaho, and Washington. You'd think I'd have the worst attitude ever, but actually I just couldn't kind of find a good fit. Was supposed to go to Eastern Washington with my brother, but our coach ended up getting let go, so we went to a junior college in Nebraska, came back, went to Bellevue, and then I went to school in Idaho. and then our coach resigned, and then I went to a school in Texas.
And you played basketball at all these schools, right?
All these schools, yeah.
So what school in Texas did you go to?
I went to Wayland Baptist, NAIA school, and I thought, lower level NAIA, and I thought I would just destroy, but it was actually the complete opposite.
You better believe it. It's tough basketball once you get up in that college level at any school.
Yeah, and it was just guard heavy, and I don't know, it was crazy. It was definitely, out of all schools I've been to, that was probably the toughest challenge for me.
And did you graduate from there?
No, from NNU. After my Texas year, I went back to NNU, Northwest Nazarene, and finished there.
Oh, good you finished after going to all those schools. It's a good feeling, right?
Yeah, kinesiology, I still don't know what it is, but it's good.
But you're going to practice it pretty soon, right?
Yeah, seriously. But no, it's an okay degree, but, got it done.
Hey, and that's what it's all about. I learned along the way a lot of things, I'm sure.
Yeah, it was definitely a good time.
So tell me about your brother. Where did he go?
My brother went a lot of schools too. He went to prep school after Jackson. He then out in Ohio turned down a lot of offers back east because 19 years old, homebody, didn't want to do it by himself. Biggest regret of his life for sure. But he ended up going to University of Idaho, and then he came over to Northwest Nazarene in Idaho with me. So basically, he just a couple hours north.
So you're pretty close to your brother, I take it.
Yeah, we still sleep in the same bed. Yes.
Oh, right. Same time at the same bed?
We were very close. Definitely my best friend.
Excellent. Well, tell me what do you think about what Jackson is doing here tonight? Give me your analysis of what's happening out here.
I come to a couple games every year, but my cousin Sam Soffer, so that's my first
Tell me
cousin.
about him. You know how many points he's got?
I do not.
I'll tell you, he's got 20 points, and 3 of those are on three-pointers. So
20 points, wow.
So he's killing it out there.
Yeah, he's doing good. I definitely thought he had like 16, but 20. Yeah, no, I think he's a really good player, really good shooter. I definitely would have loved to play with him because I was definitely a pass-first guy. My senior year, I didn't do that, but, if I ever just play, I guess, basketball, I always like to hit the open man, and I love playing with shooters. He definitely was a fun guy to play with, but I heard the first 2 games were kind of rough, but this is looking pretty good.
They were. They lost the first 2 games and just won their last one against Mount Vernon.
Yeah, so. I don't know how good they are. I remember when I played Snohomish, it was really good, Mount Vernon. But
Snohomish has only won 1 game, too, and they just won their first game against Cascade, who's not all that good either. So this is a tough battle here tonight with both these teams. So.
Yeah, so I obviously definitely come up. Hopefully they get the win, get it going, because I know starting off in 0-2, it's pretty tough, So, I mean, especially for Johnson, love that guy, and Joe Maher, definitely one of my favorites.
Yeah. So does the name Isaiah Thomas mean anything to you?
Oh, yeah.
Tell me about that.
Isaiah. So I played with Isaiah. My first time ever playing against him was 6th grade. And then I didn't see him, I guess, for like about a year. I played up 8th grade, my 7th grade year, and I was playing against him, and he was like 5 foot. And they say he's 5'11". He's in that, plays for the Phoenix Suns, but
he stretches a little bit, right?
Oh my gosh, he must have like 3 insoles in his shoe. The guy is like 5'7" and not meaning anything but against his game, but he's definitely one of the. He's my age, and he's my favorite basketball player.
Well, he was one of my favorite basketball players, too. He's a nice, clean player.
Yeah, and I enjoy watching him so much. I played with him for a year at Emerald City, also with Chris Banchero, who's also a phenomenal basketball player. But, I definitely tell everyone me and Isaiah are like best friends, but the guy doesn't really remember me. But
well, keep up that good work, at least, that good memory. So what's your prediction for the outcome of this game? Is Jackson going to hold on? Your Stoffer going to keep firing? What's going on here?
I think Sam will keep shooting, when he's feeling it, and he'll definitely keep putting them up. But I think they'll come out with a win. I think they got into flow of things. Everyone's, I'm pretty psyched. Things are starting to mesh together, good chemistry going. So, I think they'll come out with a win. That's my call, hopefully.
So it's a 5-point lead right now. What do you think the final score lead is going to be?
Final score, if Sam keeps shooting pretty well, final score, 65-58.
Still going to be close all the way down the line, huh?
I think it will, and I totally forgot how short these quarters are. So, I could be a little off after playing college basketball.
They go so pretty fast.
I feel like I got popcorn. It's already halftime.
All right, well, Jamie, really a pleasure talking to you here tonight, and I wish you a lot of luck in whatever you're going to get going on in your future here. And thanks again for sharing your time with us here on halftime tonight.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for having me.
All right, thanks, Jamie.
All right.
All right, we're going to take a short break here and be back for the second half in a minute.
We all want to protect our gift of sight, which is why regular eye exams are so important. Regular eye exams not only allow your optometrist to improve the quality of your vision by changing the prescription of your glasses or contact lenses, but also to assess your overall eye health. Even if you see clearly now, it does not mean your eyes are healthy or won't change over time.
Introduce it.
Yeah. All right, back here for the second half of this battle here between Jackson and Snohomish. And we're going to give you a short little preview here of the scoring shots that were done in the first half. All queued up and ready to go here. Take a look at this on the big screen.
Yep. There you go.
All right, welcome back to Jackson High School today. I hope you enjoyed that Action Jackson conversation there we had at halftime with Jamie Eisner. A lot of information, nice young man, had an interesting career and still has a lot of time left in his life. Probably will keep playing basketball as long as he can.
You know, Ron, I think I had the wrong thing muted. I think people were listening to us talk at halftime. Good thing we weren't swearing. I think I had the music muted and we were on.
Well, I hope they heard the interview.
They heard the interview.
I hope they didn't hear you.
I just didn't want them to be too
surprised.
upset that the.
Well, we'll find out when the calls come in. Jackson inbounds the ball to midcourt there, and Colton Faddis gets 2 points again right here for Jackson as we start this second half. Sam Stauffer, very, very hot hand in the first half with 20 total points for the Timberwolves here tonight. See what the coach Len Bone has cooked up at halftime here for the Snohomish Panthers as they move the ball inside, trying to move the inside ball. The nice little hook shot there by Colin Kane does not drop. Jackson quickly pushing the ball up to Stauffer. Stauffer will pull up jump shot and right on cue drops another two in there again. 22 for Stauffer. As Snohomish bringing the ball down court here. That young man is hot. Zach Carlson out top the key over the side. Mitch Morris back to Zach again. He's looking for that center run. Ball inside is going to be a grabbing foul, I think, on white 40. That would be Colton Faddis. 2 hands on his back. His third personal foul as he works hard in against Colin Kane. Jackson working hard under the basket, trying to keep Colin out of there, and he's fronting, putting number 22 Igor Barinko. Turnover there, and Jackson running hard, pulling up far side. Stauffer pulls up, drops another 3 ball.
You know, they're going to have to put somebody on Stauffer.
That young man needs to, somebody needs to get a hold of his jersey and hang on. He is just not going to let the handle go here. Three-pointer there, answering back by Jake Perry. His first points of the night end up being a three-pointer. He's been out there a couple times not shooting, and that time he did. An easy inbounds pass, nice feed in there by Frank Rossi to Igor Gorbenko for two. Zach Carlson again setting up the top of the key here. Teams trading baskets on both ends. There's a fake three out there by Jake. Zach Carlson for a long three, top of the key, rattles and doesn't drop. Board underneath, controlled by Colton Faddis to push the ball down quickly.
You know, I have to say that the Timberwolves seem like they're greatly improved from the last time we were here.
I would say I would agree with that. The first game we saw them play, they were a little bit rusty, having trouble adjusting to that hand check rule. And right now they're playing with confidence, shooting with confidence, and Stauffer fires off a three from the far side, rims out hard to the front of the key, and 2 points dropped in by Frank Rossi for 4 points tonight. Snohomish can't seem to get off the dime here, as they've only picked up a couple of shots here tonight as the second half started. Actually, a 1 3-pointer is all they've got. There's the ball inside, trying to force it in to Colin Kane. You just can't throw it in there when there's somebody there. And there's a Stauffer, another jump shot, and he drains that one. And Stauffer again with 2 more points. 27 for Stauffer on the night. Certainly going to have a lot of people wondering who he was the next time they play this team. And there's a nice steal out there by Dolan Tierney. Goes hard under the basket, pulls up, nice move, drops an easy 2. And Tierney gets a couple points, and Glenn Bone says, we got to have a timeout here.
You know, I think
30.
I'm not sure, but, you know, from my observation, you know, when they pulled Colin Kane out there at the end of the second period, I think that Snohomish was doing better.
Without him in there?
Yeah. Well, because I think that Jackson is gearing their play towards him.
Could be. We'll see what they do. Colin, they're trying to work the ball into Colin, and they double teaming Colin, so they're forcing the ball in and getting some turnovers in there. And I'm having enough trouble keeping track of the scores without keeping track of the turnovers, but there's been about 4 or 5 here for Snohomish here rather quickly here at this third period. 4:25 left to go. 49-32 as a Jackson Timberwolves increase that lead by a big number 17. Snohomish ball out here in backcourt. Cole Bride inbounds the ball to Gus Baxter. Gus Baxter trying to set things up out in front here. A little change in personnel here for Snohomish. And just as you heard during that timeout, they have taken Colin Kane out of this game. And a little different ball, and that's a three-pointer by Andrew Kane. Cuts into that lead a little bit. Need a few more of those. And there's another three-point attempt out there by Jackson. Igor Gorbenko does not go. Snohomish with the ball, bringing back up here. Top of the key, trying to work back against Jackson. Sitting in that 2-3 zone now, trying to prevent things from going in. A little nice fall-away jump shot there by Jake Sjogren. His first 2 of the night. Got to spread some baskets around here. Got some young players out here shooting. And Jackson.
I think they must have heard me when I was talking.
Yeah, well, it was probably a good suggestion. And, and there's Sam Stauffer dropping 2 more in for 29. I'm going to run out of places to keep score for him pretty soon. There's an easy shot underneath the basket, off the board. Nicely done by Will Layton for his first 2 tonight. Quickly down the court, a 3-point ball rims off by Frank Rossi into the hands of Snohomish. Quickly down the court, pull up, not a 3 but a 2 by Jake Sjogren for his second 2. And Steve Johnson wants a timeout as Snohomish is pulled back within 10 points here with that change in personnel on the court out there, and a good choice by Len Boone to do so. So
that's what I thought.
Well, it changed the dynamics of what's going on out there. Shooting from the outside is working for them. Trying to force the ball inside wasn't working for them. So
they're seeing there's a lot of mistakes when they're trying to throw those balls hard or fast. Seems like they were missing a lot of those.
Well, a lot of
Snohomish.
They're doubling up Kane inside. They're not getting the ball to him. So Jackson did what they were supposed to do. Keep Kane off the ball, and they've done just that. Kane has 3 fouls on him, so he's not going to be all that aggressive in there as well. 51-41, 2:44 left to go in this third period. Very fast game here tonight. Run, shoot the ball. Top of the key. Almost a turnover there. Saved by Tierney. Inside. Back away jump shot by Igor Gorbinko for his 2 more points. A nice little fadeaway jump shot. Ball top of the key here. Gus Baxter throws one inside, and there's a tough pass to make inside, but there's going to be a foul called against Jackson. White 1. Frank Rossi, his 3rd foul. Ball under the basket. Could be an inbounds play basket and he turns it over. Ran the play, but threw the ball right to Jackson, and the ball still bouncing around on the floor. Finally comes up in the hands of Snohomish, and I'm not sure why he shot that ball, but he did. Big long 3. Felt it, I guess. Ball into the lane. Nice little roller by Dolan Tierney for 2 more points for Jackson here. Anytime you get that ball in the paint and that little pull-up runner jump shot, just a nice little easy floater over the top. Snohomish struggling hard to find that key to get back in this game here. That's a turnover, almost a turnover. It is a turnover. Nice try to save that over there by Jake Sjogren. Jackson inbounds the ball at the base down there. Igor Gobenko will do so. He's going to take a seat as Brian Brown, 6-foot junior, comes in the game for Jackson here. 1:37 remaining in this third period. Dolan Tierney brings the ball up. Oh, almost a steal by Snohomish. A 3-pointer by Stauffer from the corner was way short. Rebound picked up by Jackson and tipped out of bounds off of Jackson, I would say, and the ref says 2. No, it's going to be off of Snohomish. As Colin Kane's going to come back in the ball game here along with Zach Carlson. Zach, the floor leader here tonight for Snohomish, with 12 points and a lot of command out there for Snohomish. Top of the key here with Dolan Tierney. Back out to Stauffer. Stauffer trying to get open for that shot. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Pulls up, does that jump shot again. This one does not go. Rebound easily handled there by Colin Kane as Snohomish brings the ball up against the zone No, they're playing man back now. There's a long high ball, and there's going to be a push on Kane. I think that's going against Ethan Hammond. No, white 5 on Tierney. That's his 3rd. Tierney's going to take a sit down here. And we'll get Colton Faddis back in, who has 3 fouls as well. See if he can handle things down here and kind of work on keeping Kane out from under the basket. A little bigger player, a little stronger player. And there's going to be a reach-in foul. That is going to go against Ethan Hammond. 33. Well, I thought Hammond got him. What do I know? And a couple little jump balls did not go under the basket down there, and there's going to be a jump ball called. That's going to be with Kane and Colton Faddis. Colton in there to try to hold the power on. Stauffer's going to take a little break here. Igor Gobenko is back in for Jackson here with 41 seconds left to go. Snohomish inbounding the ball. Can't do it. Finally does it. Baseline out top of the key. Plenty of time on the shot clock. 30 seconds on the game clock. So Zach Carlson pushing hard to make the ball go in. I think they're going to call that before the shot. Wait. Parker Manolo with his third foul. And that was before any shot, so will not count. There's a 2-point air ball almost. Tipped out by Yegor. Ball controlled here by Grabinski, top of the key. Back to Brian Brown, trying to hold off for that one shot left. 15 seconds remaining. This third period. Back to Yegor. Grabinski going to try to get the shot or flip it out. There's the shot. Got to get the shot to somebody. It's going to be just barely in the nick of time, and it went off. There's 2 shots. Yegor gets his own rebound, throws it back up over the wrong side of the rim, does not go. And that's the end of period 4. 55-41, Jackson leading
period
here.
3, end of period
3, starting to period 4. So 8 minutes left to go in this game. Snohomish trying to come back, and we'll come back too right after this break for a commercial.
We all want to protect our gift of sight, which is why regular eye exams are so important. Regular eye exams not only allow your optometrist to improve the quality of your vision by changing the prescription of your glasses or contact lenses, but also to assess your overall eye health. Even if you see clearly now, it does not mean your eyes are healthy or won't change over time.
Clogged drain? Other plumbing problems? Call Action Jackson Plumbing for 24-hour service. Owned by a lifetime Edmonds resident and Edmonds Woodway grad, Action Jackson is the drain cleaning specialist. They can unclog most internal drains for only $99 plus tax. Call 425-877-5601 or visit actionjacksonplumbing.com.
Okay, here goes.
All right, back to action here at Jackson High School. This game brought to you tonight by Shoreline Community College. Great place to send your kids if they don't want to stay home and mow the lawn.
And do nothing.
There's a foul quickly called, not called. There in the bench and the fans are going crazy on that one. A long 3 from the far side out there. That was Parker Manilow, I think, got that 3. And I think there's going to be a foul or something in there. Basket's good. And a foul on Andrew Kane. His second foul. Away from the ball. There's a quick inbounds play, and that ball is going to go off Jackson, I think, and the ball's going to go to Snohomish.
Yeah, the red fans were saying it was red, so.
Yeah, they agree with me. I can see it pretty clearly right in front of us here. Inbounds to Snohomish. Snohomish has to get something going here pretty quick as we start this 4th period down by a bunch. Zach Carlson in there trying to get that shot off. Gets it off, doesn't drop, but it's going to get the foul. Go to the line to shoot 2.
Fouls on number 12, Brian Brown.
I hate it when I lose my mouse. It's a Bluetooth mouse.
Put your mouse in a cage and he won't run away. Zach Carlson drops the front end of that one. Trying for 2 here. Need all they can get. Nice little shot by Zach. Nice confident shot there. Timeout. Snohomish. 30-second timeout.
30 seconds. All right, we'll go to commercial.
We'll take a quick commercial here.
Do you want to become extraordinary in filmmaking? Then come to Shoreline Community College and work with Shoreline Productions, where you will learn to transform your work in teams of working professionals and students to create enchanting effects such as green screen, text animation, and so much more. So come to Shoreline Community College, where you can mystify and dazzle in filmmaking.
We're back. 7 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in this Shoreline Community College presentation of Wesco 4A basketball. Jackson Timberwolves, Snohomish Panthers. Snohomish fighting to stay in this game down 43-58 here as Jackson inbounds the ball here to Frank Rossi, who just came in the game at that timeout. Back to Grabinko, over to Stauffer, who's also back in the game. Jackson trying to not get in a big hurry to shoot here. Looking to pass the ball around, maintain a little bit of control, run some clock down, and get some quality looking shots as the shot clock is back to 10. Stauffer with the ball, top of the key. He's going to fake, pull up, a little patented jump shot, and he does it again. You
like
need
I said,
to get a hold of that kid.
Miss, man.
31 points for Stauffer in this game tonight. He's got over half of the Jackson baskets here. Colin Kane traveled inside of there, did not call it. Ball was handed off to Zach Carlson. Zach drops it up for 2 points, 16 for Zach tonight, as the Panthers struggle again, trying to get the ball into the big man under the basket and score. Back out to Stauffer. A little too far for that three, a little too early for it.
He didn't get it.
His head. He's not going to like that. He put the ball into the big man, and Kane didn't make it. Third, fourth, fifth time, and that time was up there by number 24, Mitch Morris. After the third tip, it drops. Colin Kane got to dunk those, and he goes down the court. That's just unfair not to see a dunk on that one. Ball back out to Stauffer, who drives the lane, pulls up with that jump shot again. This time doesn't go. Kane gets the rebound easily. Nobody's trying to set it up here. Zach Carlson at the top of the key. Someone's just a little bit frustrated trying to get the ball down. That's a way off three by Mitch Morris. I could have shot that bad from here. Ball tipped away as it's through there, and Zach Carlson's going to go down for that easy layup. And for whatever reason, Colton Faddis thought he ought to try to foul him on that shot. And that's not going to make Steve Johnson very happy, as he says, "What are you doing, Colton? Use your head." Gets his fourth personal foul. No reason to do that with that kind of a lead in this part of the game when the guy's out in front of you that far. And Colton's going to get to sit down with 4 fouls, and coach is not happy with it, but he's got a good game tonight out of Colton. So Colton has 8 points for the night as he sits down. For Jackson.
Close within 10 again.
Leads back to 10. Sure. Jackson trying to run more time off the clock here to get that. Wait. There's a lot of fighting down there at the baseline. And that was Brian Brown with a little shake and bake underneath the basket and flipped it over the top. And Baxter gets his second personal. Brown will shoot one shot here, and he drops it. Colton Kane out the top of the key trying to force it inside, and that's going to be a hold against Stauffer, I believe, and be shooting 1-and-1. White, 1, no. Frank Rossi got his 4th foul, and I saw Stauffer all over him. So I'm going to get Frank a chance to sit down here, too. And we're going to get Dolan Tierney back in. Dolan has 3 as Rossi sits down with 4 fouls and 4 points for the night. Zach Carlson at the line. First one's up and in. 17 points for Zach here tonight, as he's doing his best to keep Snohomish in this game, down by 12 at the moment. 4:54 left in this period. Final period of the game as he sticks his next free throw. 18 points for Zach. The score drops to 11 differential here for Jackson. Ball across far court to Stauffer again. Looking to set the ball up. Stauffer says, "Go deep." Ball back out to Grabinko. And there's a Errant pass picked up by Grabinko, picked up by Brown. Long shot by Grabinko, way short of the rim. Picked up by Snohomish, and Zach is going to take it to the hoop. Rolls it over the rim, and it drops. Zach Carlson gets 2 more for the night, and that ball is tipped out of bounds on the far side over there by Mitch Morris. As we get a full timeout here for Steve Johnson and the Jackson Timberwolves here. So we'll try to find one of our good sponsors. Who we got down there?
We're going to put Fred's up.
Fred's River.
Basically, yeah.
All right, welcome back here to the final 4 minutes and 11 seconds of this 4A Wesco basketball game here with Jackson and Snohomish. Boys basketball struggling here to get some points for Snohomish, but they're staying right close, just can't quite close that gap more than 5 or 6 points here at any time in this second period.
You know, I wouldn't have guessed that from watching Jackson that first game.
Yeah, this Jackson's a whole different team than what we saw the first game when they lost. But they're moving the ball well, shooting the ball well, and there's a kid out there by the name of Sam Stauffer who seems to own this court tonight. As he controls everything, and there's a quick turnover by Jackson as they try to move the ball in. Behind the back dribble there by Zach, and Zach's going to get pushed off on a foul before he climbs into Ethan Hammond there. So he'll go to the line. Dolan Tierney picks up his 4th foul. So Steve Johnson's going to give him a break. Going to give Parker Manilow a chance to play a little bit here. Always a good idea if you got a little bit of a lead not to let your good players foul out mentally and emotionally for them and your team. And Zach picks up 2 more there from the free throw line, giving him 22 points here for the night. And a full timeout here. Full timeout by Snohomish. And we'll stay right here and see what we got going on. So trying to listen in to what's happening down here. If I had a microphone, I could see. Maybe I could lip read here as Steve Johnson sits the boys down on the bench. And I think he's going to try to tell them just stay in control. Relax a little bit, work that good shot, and don't make any stupid fouls, which is the thing that's going to kill you here. But 7-point lead they've got this back to here. On the other side of the court over there, we got Len Bone over there saying just keep doing what we're doing here and just control the ball and take some quality shots. So he's going to rely a little bit on Zach Carlson, I believe, to maintain the tempo and the pace of this game as his team gets back on the court. Still out there is Colin Kane, number 54, only with 8 points here tonight. Not a big threat because the Jackson has been double teaming him under the basket, keeping him from getting that easy turnaround layup off the basket. Jackson bringing the ball back down. Rossi with 4 fouls brings the ball up court here. Far side to Grabinko. Stauffer. Grabinko in the corner, going to drive baseline, pulls up. Ball over to Rossi. Looking for the move. Stauffer got the ball. He's going to drive the lane. Gets pulled up. There's the 3-point attempt shot. Bouncing, dribbling off the rim by Parker Manilow. Did not go. Snohomish has the ball. Zach Carlson, top of the key, pulls up, decides not to drive in on the trees this time. Setting up the play here. Ball back out the top of the key here Gus Baxter. Gus drops the ball. Stauffer gets the ball. Gets fouled. Did not get called. Stauffer pulls off. Throws another 3 up. Ball's on the floor. Referee let that one go. Let that foul go too. As number 12 pulls up, misses a 3, and the rebound falls back in the hands of Stauffer. And Coach Steve Johnson says, hold it down here. Hold it down. Long ball across court. Down the corner, Stauffer fires another 3 off, and this one he drains again. He's up to 34 points. Timberwolves take a 30-second timeout, or 2:23 left to go in this game. 66-56, staying close right down to the wire, just as we predicted.
We'll be right back.
Okay, we'll be right back.
Do you want to become extraordinary in filmmaking? Then come to Shoreline Community College and work with Shoreline Productions, where you will learn to transform your work in teams of working professionals and students to create enchanting effects such as green screen, text animation, and so much more. So come to Shoreline Community College, where you can mystify and dazzle in filmmaking.
All done. Baseline. All right, we're back here. 2:23 left to go in this exciting 4A basketball game here tonight. Snohomish Panthers trying to figure out how to close that 10-point gap here in 2 minutes and 14 seconds as they keep Colin Kane on the far outside. Into the corner, trying to work it back into Colin Kane. He's not open. The 3-point shot lifted out here by Jackson. By Snohomish does not go, and Jackson gets the bound, and that's going to be a blocking foul here. Mitch Morris, you just can't step in front of a dribbler and not get called for the foul. So, but
I think they're actually using Colin Kane as a decoy.
He did stop the momentum as Rossi brings the ball up top of the key. Down the far court there to Rubinko. Rubinko throws it in the middle. Got the little man underneath. Shoots the ball. Gets the rebound. Doesn't get it. Parker Manilow had an easy layup and did not make it. And that foul is going against Zach Carlson. No. So again, 50. Colin Kane's 4th foul. Manilow will shoot his 2. Silence in the gym as he drops the first one.
It's a nice camera over here that Stauffer's dad's got.
A nice camera?
Yeah.
Nice video camera, as you see that on screen as we go out here. Manilow gets ready for his second basket up there, and he drops that one as well. So Manilow will take a seat after those 2.
We had a comment on your camera.
Snohomish lets the ball roll up to midcourt. Zach picks it up, trying to save as little time on the clock as he can there.
Go on your side, Neymar. Go on your side.
Another 3-pointer from the far side over there by Kobe McDaniel. Drops a 3 in, putting him up to 8 points tonight. And another timeout here. Snohomish. Full timeout for Snohomish. So we've got a chance to give
give somebody a little space. We'll be right back.
Space. Yeah, we'll be right back.
Clogged drain? Other plumbing problems? Call Action Jackson Plumbing for 24-hour service. Owned by a lifetime Edmonds resident and Edmonds Woodway grad, Action Jackson is the drain cleaning specialist. They can unclog most internal drains for only $99 plus tax. Call 425-877-5601 or visit actionjacksonplumbing.com.
All right, buck and a quarter left to go in this final battle here with Jackson. Snohomish took that timeout after a 3-point basket there to figure out how to maintain the momentum here and get those 9 points back. 68-59 here as we look for this game to be over shortly. high scoring here tonight. We've got Sam Stoffer running up 34 points at my count for Jackson as Jackson gets ready to inbound the ball on the far side. Stoffer on the court right in front of us here as they bring the ball up. Snohomish in a full court press trying to stop the ball. Got easily broken and back out by Jackson. Playing keep away right now. Ball on the far side to Rossi. Rossi dribbling over back to Tierney. Tierney all alone, just letting the clock run. Shot clock down to 10. Gorbenko on the far side. Back under behind his back, up over the rim, and Gorbenko scores 2 more, bringing his total up to 10. Snohomish brings the ball down the court. Zach feeds it over the top, looking for inside. Oh, that ball got blocked by Colton Ferris. A 6'9" Colin Kane trying to get a little jump shot, got his shot blocked.
Timeout.
And ball's on the court, and Steve Johnson called a timeout, and he wants a full timeout. So we can go to
something.
The plumber, the beer house, or we can go back to college at Shoreline Community College, who's sponsoring this great event here for us tonight. Who we got?
Shoreline Community College.
Filmmaking? Do you want to become extraordinary in filmmaking? Then come to Shoreline Community College and work with Shoreline Productions, where you will learn to transform your work in teams of working professionals and students to create enchanting effects such as green screen, text animation, and so much more. So come to Shoreline Community College, where you can mystify and dazzle in filmmaking.
32.7 seconds left to go. 70-59. Jackson with the inbounds on the far side. Snohomish trying to steal the ball on the inbounds, and Stoffer has the ball. Top the key. There's almost a 5-second count. Turnover there. Tierney takes the ball. He takes it all the way to the hoop and misses the layup. Colin Kane gets the basket. Steve Johnson hollering, no fouls, no fouls.
Can you do that?
He can do it. That's a tip ball. Zach Carlson with a 3. Did not go. Jackson with the ball. The time runs out, and this ball game is coming to an end here with Jackson winning 70-59 as Jackson gets their second win, and Lendon and the Snohomish Panthers pick up another loss in their column. 1-4 will be the Snohomish. 2-2 for Jackson.
Better go get Stoffer.
We're going to take a break here, and I'll run down and get the player of the game for you.
Just absolutely drains that one.
All right, Ron Henthorn down here on the court with Sam Stoffer. Sam, I kind of lost track how many points you had, but somewhere around 32, 34 points.
Yeah, man, it was a good night. You know, I just got to thank God for just giving me the opportunity to play.
Well, you had like 100 threes out there tonight, and you scored almost half the points of your team.
You know, it's all it goes to my teammates. You know, we work hard every day, and, you know, they gave me open. Coach runs up great plays. You know, it's a good team win out here.
Well, thank you for that. I think your players thank you for that as well. It's your second win of the season.
Yeah, you know, I started off a little rough, but, you know, we're coming around. We're ready to play.
Listen, I saw you play your first game down here, and it was a whole different team. You guys are having trouble with the fouls and the hand checks, and you kind of worked all that out and really made a good-looking team out of it here.
Yeah, you know, first game was a little rough, but, you know, we're coming around, worked hard, you know, had some dedicated guys coming in every day, and, you know, we just try to make the most out of every opportunity.
Well, we appreciate the effort you put out here tonight, and you're going to be our player of the game, so hold this T-shirt up in front of you so we can get a nice, pretty picture of that. And Sam, I hope you come out here next game and do just as good as you did this game.
I'll try. Thank you so much for this. Appreciate it.
Congratulations for a great win here tonight. All right, back to you in the booth. We'll be here in a minute. Back here at the den, wrap this thing up here. Jackson coming out victorious tonight, 70-59 over Snohomish, and our player of the game, Sam Stoffer, out there with 34 points. And let me count these up: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I believe, 3-pointers on the night for tonight. So it's a great game here for Jackson, a great win for Jackson, and a great win for Sam Stoffer and his team. So on behalf of Todd Elvig, who runs the board, the camera, and all the replays, and all the good things in between, and Ron Hemthorne here calling the game for you tonight. We'll see you again tomorrow night at Snohomish High School, right?
And that is correct. We're going to be over there to see the girls play tomorrow night.
The girls playing Jackson at Snohomish High School tonight. And tomorrow night. And Jackson boys will be back on Friday night against Lake Stevens, and you can watch Snohomish back on Friday night against Mariner.
No, we're going to be doing on Friday.
Yeah, that's what they play next. But we're going to do the Friday night
Glacier Peak
game. Right? Yeah. So we'll be doing the girls game on Thursday, or on
Our Thursday's
Thursday's Meadowdale Glacier Peak boys game. We'll get it straight in a minute. And Friday we're going to do the Shorecrest Glacier Peak girls game. So now we got it straight.
There you go.
If anybody cares.
Yeah. All right. Good night, everybody.
So we'll see you tomorrow night somewhere. Good night.